Ever since the 9th of April, you've gotten a steady increase in longs. And this increase is quite steady. You don't see any let up, right? This is important. Keep that in mind. They've been building. They know something we don't know, or many people don't know. Those, particularly those saying that we're going to crash down. Why would such large players with large sums of money be betting on the price to go up in such a steady fashion ever since April 9th, April 10th? Okay, in that same period of time, and I've looked at this before on this channel, but this analysis still holds. In that same period of time, what has happened in our shorts, okay? Shorts in that same period of time have increased indeed, but not to the same rate, okay? Not at the same rate. We've had an increase of shorts, but some indecision, some consolidation here. Shorts have been kind of up and down, but for the most part, they've been also increasing. But again, not at the same rate. But you can see in the longs, there's pretty much a steady increase. Very, very little indecision in the longs. At the same time, in the shorts, that doesn't look as decisive of a move. That should tell you something, okay? It's not a be-all, end-all. It's just another data point. That should tell you something, my friends, what big money thinks is likely to happen next, all right? They've been building longs while other people have been going short, but not with the same amount of conviction. That's what open interest tells us. Okay. Hello everyone, my name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is April 30th, 2022, and there's about to be a big move in crypto and Bitcoin, right? There's about to be a big move, all right? People are on edge. Some people think it's going to break down. Others, like myself, think it's going to break up. I'm here to tell you it's going up, and I'm here to tell you why. All right, I'm going to look at three main time frames: the daily, the 4-hourly, and the hourly, and build a case as to why it's most likely that the next big move is up, not down. All right. We're also going to have a look at open interests. What is the big money doing? What are they betting on? Okay. Stay tuned until the end. Find out why I'm bullish. All right. On the daily time frame, just having a look. I'm not logged, meaning not going on the log time frame, because I want to show you just the main macro structures. All right. Ever since January of 2021, we've been in the large blue channel, okay? And that basically has dictated price action up and down. So the tops of the channel have been the limits of the upper limits of price action. The bottoms represent the bottom. This is why 30 to 33K has been our bottom. It's the bottom of this channel, okay? Now, we are at the bottom of this channel. What's more likely, that we break the channel to the downside, or that we find our way once again, as we did before in July of 2021, towards the top, right? I'll leave you to this side, right? Now, zooming in to our point of interest, right? We've been in this pink channel, this ascending channel, slightly ascending channel for 98 days, okay? And likewise, we've been pretty much respecting the tops and the bottoms of this channel. The bottom was at 33. Now, because it's an ascending channel, the bottom is ascending as well. But the absolute bottom was at 33K, and the tops have been around 44 to 48K, okay? So bottom of the channel, top of the channel. We're at the bottom of this channel. What do you think is likely the next move? That we break the channel, not only break the bottom support of this channel, but also break the bottom of our larger blue channel that we've been in since January of 2021, or that we find our way up to the top of this pink channel as we've done once, twice, 3 times before. I'll let you decide, okay? So this is the macro kind of just basic price structure analysis. Now I want to get a little more technical and go into some wave counting using the skills we've garnered in Elliott wave to count corrective waves. Okay, here we can clearly see an initial break of structure. Okay, that's an A wave. Okay, the next one is going to be counter to that A wave. Okay, call that the B wave. Okay, that's a reversal pattern. Okay, goes 3 sequential corrective structures, 3 sequential corrective waves, an A wave, a B wave, and then you have an A, B, C. Okay, you have what I call a C section. That's your third of 3 corrective waves. You're in the last portion of the third one. Okay, so that's the case using Elliott waves, counting corrective waves. Now let's look at this descending broadening wedge. We're still on the daily. We haven't moved time frames. This is a large time frame. This is the megaphone pattern that we've been looking at, okay? Descending broadening wedge. Again, because these Elliott waves are time frame agnostic, there's no sort of you can see this price action, these patterns on a large time frame and a smaller time frame. We're going to repeat our analysis, our reversal analysis, right? You get an A wave, initial break of structure. You get a B wave, it's going to be counter to the A wave, right? Remember, the B waves, they're not always going to look the same, but they always have to have 3 waves. Basically, fundamentally, they have to be in a sequence of 3. Okay, I don't know why I made that purple. Literally the last color, well, or orange. Come on, Dean, you can do this. Let's do green. Okay. All you have to do is have 3 waves or 3 movements, okay, because it can come in the form of 3 or 5 waves, depending on whether it's complex or simple. And it has to retrace at least to a minimum of 0.5 of the A wave and to a maximum of 1.618 of the A wave, okay? So that's A, B, and again, your last wave that we're on, A, B, boom. That is, you're on the final wave of the reversal on a smaller time frame. We did that analysis zoomed out for the pink channel, right? This is for our descending broadening wedge. You have the same analysis, an A wave, a B wave, an A, B, boom. This is a pivot. I call it the C section or the pivot at the end of the reversal pattern. You're literally at the bottom, okay? Now, let's look at this wedge that we have formed, okay? And this is this I have in blue. Ever since 4 days ago, we've been forming a wedge, okay? And these wedges are typically continuation patterns, right? So some may say, oh, this is a continuation to the downside because you have an impulse here, but this isn't an impulse. This is the same thing that I tell people who think that this is a bear flag, right? This pink ascending channel is a bear flag. It's not a bear flag, and I have an entire video dedicated to why technically it can't be a bear flag. I'm going to link to it on the upper right. In any case, this is not a bear flag on the smaller time frame. It's not a bear flag on the smaller time frame either. It is also a consolidation and reversal, actually. Just like you have on the larger time frame. So this is a corrective pattern, this B wave, it's complete, right? And you have a ping-ponging of price action here. Expect price action to move up and out of this pattern, all right? Now, for some people who may not be so hot on Elliott wave theory, may think it's completely subjective, to them, I say, watch this, right? You have a very strong case, a compelling case on the daily time frame to let you know that the next big move is up. And what is that? That is simply strong bullish divergence, okay? This is classical technical analysis. You're making a lower low. You've been making lower lows in price action ever since the 11th of April in this descending broadening wedge, right? I think we can all agree to that. Low, a low, a low. These are lower lows. However, in the stochastic RSI, you have higher highs, okay? Whoops, let's make that bigger. And let's try that again. Here, from the 11th of April, you're bottomed out on the stochastic RSI. And then today you have a cross. You've had crosses here at around the 43 region on your stochastic RSI. That indicates that it's confirmed, all right? So it's confirmed that you have crosses in your K and your D lines, and you're starting to move back up in the stochastic RSI. That strong bullish divergence confirms. The only thing is, when will it play out? Now, to answer that question, let's move into the lower time frames. Now, let's go into the 4-hourly time frame. Many people like the 4-hourly time frame. It's a great place to trade. What's significant about the 4-hourly time frame? The main thing to me about the 4-hourly time frame that I like for bullish continuation to the upside is that we're bottomed out on stochastic RSI. Once again, you'll see this momentum indicator is showing you that it's likely that the next big move is to the upside because we're oversold and we've crossed. We've bounced on the bottom, and we're likely to continue to overbought territory, right? We're oversold, we're continuing to overbought territory. This is what I like mostly about the 4-hourly time frame at this point in time, all right? Last but not least, the hourly time frame, the smaller of the time frames that we can use to make a cogent analysis on what's likely to happen, shows us strong bullish divergence, okay? Once again, you have lower lows being made here, right? From this time to this time, you have a lower low in price action. At the same time, in the stochastic RSI, you're making a higher high, okay? And what's really interesting is that this entire move that happened right after, right, this slight rise and slight fall, or, consolidation, if you will, created a big move in the stochastic RSI all the way up and all the way back down, right? That's great. It actually resets the stochastic RSI, making way for a bigger, larger move to the upside, okay? So this is very, very bullish. It's very promising for the next big move being a move to the upside. Okay, now let's look at open interest, right? Crypto is not just about people buying and holding and buying on spot, right? Ever since people could do this, it's been a massive part of our market. And what do I mean? Open interest, people betting on the price to go up or betting on the price to go down. So let's go on the larger time frames and look. What do people think is happening? All right, and let's look at longs. Now, longs, and this, mind you, is the Phemex open interest. Of all the open interests that you can look at, I'd recommend looking at, exchanges where most larger players play. Okay, Bitfinex is one such exchange. It's not like a retail exchange. It's a lot of big money playing big markets, okay? And so their bets are quite calculated, and you can assume they're doing a decent amount of research before betting on whether, millions and millions and millions of dollars of Bitcoin are going to continue to rise or fall, okay? Actually, they're making $1 million bets, $1 billion bets, right? Sometimes. So you want, or you want to make sure that when you're setting open interest, it's not just a small exchange with very little volume. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Okay, ever since the 9th of April, you've gotten a steady increase in longs. And this increase is quite steady. You don't see any let up, right? This is important. Keep that in mind. They've been building. They know something we don't know, or many people don't know. Those, particularly those saying that we're going to crash down. Why would such large players with large sums of money be betting on the price to go up in such a steady fashion ever since April 9th, April 10th? Okay, in that same period of time, and I've looked at this before on this channel, but this analysis still holds. In that same period of time, what has happened in our shorts, okay? Shorts in that same period of time have increased indeed, but not to the same rate, okay? Not at the same rate. We've had an increase of shorts, but some indecision, some consolidation here. Shorts have been kind of up and down, but for the most part, they've been also increasing. But again, not at the same rate. But you can see in the longs, there's pretty much a steady increase. Very, very little indecision in the longs. At the same time, in the shorts, that doesn't look as decisive of a move. That should tell you something, okay? It's not a be-all, end-all. It's just another data point. That should tell you something, my friends, what big money thinks is likely to happen next, all right? They've been building longs while other people have been going short, but not with the same amount of conviction. That's what open interest tells us, all right? So that's pretty much it from me, right? Looking at our favorite altcoins, since we have a little bit of time, nothing's really changed, all right? We're pretty much bottomed out. We're at the bottom of our consolidation reversal structures, right? Haven't broken down from them, but haven't broken up. We're also bottomed out on stochastic RSI on the larger time frames. What's likely that we keep going down or that we make a move up? I'll let you decide. We're completely oversold on the stochastic RSI and Revain. My next target is still, my next target is actually now moved down because this is a descending resistance. So my next target for Revain is 546, okay? Kadena, same thing. We've maintained structure. We've maintained market structure, right? This is our reversal pattern that we've put in, and we haven't broken down from it. And at the same time, we haven't broken up and out of it. But we're completely bottomed out on stochastic RSI, and we're seeing that we're putting in some bullish divergence on the daily. I'll let you decide what you think is the likely next move, right? My next target for Kadena is still $8.30. I anticipate we reach significant resistance at that point, bounce from that descending resistance and consolidate for a move up and out of the channel, okay? So one step at a time. My target hasn't changed for Kadena. For Verasity, same thing. You know, we've put in this reversal pattern, okay, that I've drawn out. Just like I showed you on Bitcoin, it's the same idea. You have an initial break of structure, you have a B wave, which is counter to the A wave, and then you have a pivot, which is basically an A, B, C flat correction, okay? We're at the bottom of the B wave. We are forming some really nice patterns, some sort of bullish consolidation on the bottom of our stochastic RSI. What do you think is the next big move in Verasity, right? The story is consistent, not only in Bitcoin, but in the alts, right? I'll let you guys decide, do your own research. But here's why I'm long. Here's why I'm waiting very patiently for the next big move. And the next big move should be massive. In Verasity, my next target is the top of this wedge, you know, and you guys can draw these out yourselves, right? This isn't rocket science. You have any trend line needs at least 2 data points. Here you have 1, 2, 3 data points. It's highly likely that when we hit this trend line, this sort of descending or falling trend line, whatever you want to call it, we're going to have some significant resistance, and we're going to bounce off and then most likely find support around 2 cents, okay? But this resistance is currently, if we were to hit it today, sitting at 2.8 cents, okay? So that would be my next target for Verasity. All right, I hope this was helpful. I hope this was useful, right? Guys, this crypto stuff requires patience, understanding, perspective, and planning to succeed, right? If you're impatient, you're going to lose. If you don't have a plan, you're going to lose. If you don't have perspective, you're going to lose. The only reason I'm calm, the only reason I'm not fretting, the only reason I'm pretty, content and relaxed is because I'm looking at the charts and nothing's changed, okay? The story hasn't changed. I don't have fear about breaking down to zero. No. And I'm patient because I can see the next move. It's the next move, the cause for the next move has already been put in. It just hasn't played out, right? Just like your bullish divergence will print and will confirm, and then it's just a matter of time for it to play out. So please, 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 chill out. Buy and hold if you're on spot. If you're on leverage, right, then, you may have to do some other things because you have to deal with volatility and, being shaken out of your position. But I think the best move is to buy and hold and wait for the rapture, right? And it's going to be swift, and it's going to be huge. All right. Enjoy your weekends. Enjoy your Saturdays. Take care. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.